eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get caught, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose my opportunity, it's up, don't make way for a prodigy.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Champs, gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less, flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way, richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You gotta love. Maybach, lay back, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in
the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
When you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.
Throwing to start the drive. Nance. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. A first carry for Rashad White. And a fast footwork by White. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Throwing on first down. Nance. Open man is Tucker. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
To throw on third down. Nance. Working the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers. delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 9 yards that time.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st down, Nance.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Here's White.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to fit.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Sean Tucker, his 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
Now a 1st carry here for Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
And Lance now to throw. That's pulled in by Brooks. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Falcons are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him. because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll go up the middle with White. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Nance.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons will take over possession here at the
44.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Here we go.
3rd down and 1.
Slasher, 6. Set, go.
Now Lance. That is caught. There's a nice move. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the 2nd quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Smash, red. Set.
Here's Lance to throw it. Open man is Chase, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Lance looks to throw again. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Deal. Black. Set. Cut.
Here's Lance. Touchdown Falcons! Kyle Pitts from 13 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, It was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2.
Smith, red. Hut, hut.
They'll let Robinson try and run. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10, and they're on 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Looking to throw on second down. Nance. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, Nance. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Yeah, he was looking for the check up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Okay, right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hut.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Falcons at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. And complete to Drake London. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch here for London, and also a 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Ready.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd and 6. From midfield, here's Lance. Buying time to his left. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Palmer going to go in motion left. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Nance. There's a short one taken in by Otten. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw. Nance. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 4th down, Nance. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down. The defense a little lax there. They give up 9 on 4th and 4. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Rolling to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets it over the middle to Palmer. And they're going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. White is going backwards here. They come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Nance. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 2.
14, Falcons 12.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on the 31-yard line.
Set, ready. 22 needle.